Good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening. I don't know if that's Sumbler that's on or whether it's somebody else. The grandson might join us again in about 10 minutes because he's screaming. He doesn't want to go to bed. Hey, Jules, how are you, my lovely? I hope you're well. Evening, Anne, Kelly, Graham. Graham, I'll put you first, my lovely. Diane, I'm doing okay, still not 100%. More worried about John, if I'm being honest. He went to match yesterday. And hey, Mandy, Jenny, he come back and paranormal police. He come back yesterday and it knocked him for 6, and then he was short of breath again. He actually did a COVID test last night, but it come back negative. So I'm gonna phone doctors for it morning because this shortness of breath isn't. It's not good. So yeah. Hey Vicky, hey Donna, oi oi. I'm in the bath. Oh, you took us in bath with you, Jules. Keep your camera off. Keep your camera off, lady. So Graham, thank you everybody for joining. Don't forget to share out for me, please. If anybody would like to book in, just email us at ETA. Is it ETA Paranormal? I forgot even what the if you go into not comment section, if you go into information section, gives you the email where to send an email for a reading. If anybody would like to book in for one. Evening, Linda, Rachel, Diane. I know Diane, me too. Hey, Julie. So yes, if you're on YouTube, please make sure you comment a bit more than you do on etaparanormal@hotmail.com. That's where you message if you'd like to book in for a full reading. Christ on a bike, that would scare you all off. Hey, Jordan. Home COVID test or not spot on, go send him for a PCR. I know that's what Jordan's been saying. And yeah, totally. Hey, Tracy, welcome everybody, all those that are new to watching tonight. If you just put new in comments, I can see that you're new. Yeah, we shall crack on. But welcome everybody to our ETA family. So start with Graham. So, pack of cards I'm using tonight as my angel cards. I love these cards. Graham, for you, we have the 6 of Wands, my lovely. So turn it round and let's see what this card. I've got to balance the cards. Ooh, white elephants in the room. Definitely something that's not been discussed that needs to be discussed, Graham. But there's definitely some white elephants in the room. Isn't it a white elephant when there's a subject that's a taboo subject that's not being spoke about but needs addressing? So we've got that coming in. There's also 2 spirit ladies coming in, one to either side of you. I'm just trying to adjust this bloody camera. I'm turning you away on or that way. That's better. There's also two spirits coming into the side of it, to either side of you. But because, do you know, when I looked, I don't know if there's an Irish connection to these in spirit or there's an Irish connection to you, Graham, but there's definitely that Irish connection coming in. There's also somebody being put on a pedestal, and I think people look up to you, Graham, and I think people respect everything you say just because you're the person up here. But I do feel that you wear quite a lot of armor. From the energies around you, you're still keeping yourself very guarded, but you're also very protected. I think on a not on a spiritual level, but on a personal level, need to start bringing some of these guards down, and start letting people in because they are good people around you. If that makes sense to you, my lovely. But yeah, definitely an Irish connection coming in with spirit twin spirits. My lovely. But yeah, that's what I've got for you, my sweets. Hey, Trish, I hope you're well. Get plenty of vitamins D and C. I'm already on them. Hey, Carol, my lovely. I'm already on them, Joyce. It's a pain in ass, honestly. Nanny Lane, Island, just quick say, Sheffield, did you go? No, we didn't. John were really poorly last night, Nanny Lane. So yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Bows and bubbles. Hope you're well, my lovely. This one's for the next cards for you, my sweets. I'm trying to look for YouTubers that come on as well because Facebook overruns YouTube for some reason. I don't know whether it's more comments. Evening, Anne. Welcome, my lovely. So for you, Bows and Bubbles, we've got the Ten of Swords. I feel at the minute that you're very, very exhausted. And I do think that there's been a few backstabbings around you that have contributed maybe to how you're feeling. There's a lady's energy coming in from spirit, and she's sort of like holding her arms open. Put this light up a little bit. Just let me see if I can see more in card. That's better. That's a bit better. Brighter light, bright lights. So yeah, I do feel a little bit of backstabbing. I do feel that there is a few health issues with you. There is a bit of coldness on the top in the thighs, in between, along the lower spine, and in the arm. The joints of the arm, and I'm not sure I'm seeing crooked feet, so I don't know if there's something to do with the feet as well. But there's definitely a lady coming forward in spirit. Now, don't know why, but she seems to be holding. She's got her arms open, but she's like holding something in her hand. And at first I thought it were a bird, so I'm not sure if that's relevant to you. But I do feel at the minute that you're like you've it. I don't think you've hit rock bottom, but I do think that the weight of the others around you that have been backstabbing has definitely took a toll on you. But if you have a look at the horizon, you can see that fine line. You've just got to keep focusing on that. You've got to keep focusing on your future and not focusing on these that have been negative towards you or mistreated you in any way. That line's not far from you, my lovely. So just keep going. But just be aware that this lady in spirit is knowing of this situation, is trying to send some protection. But I know it sounds daft, but I don't know whether there was a lot of love shown from this lady in spirit, just because she's got like a grey cloud round her. And it's like, I don't know if she were here for you in life, but she's definitely here for you in spirit, if that makes sense. But yeah, just keep focusing on your future and not what involves anybody else's, my lovely. Um, yeah, that's what I get for you, my lovely. And this one's for you. You're more than welcome, Bows and Bubbles, my lovely. These cards are beautiful, Jules. I absolutely love these cards. For you, Anne, we have got the Seven of Swords. I feel like a bit of a cat and mouse game coming in around you. And I feel like you're the mouse. There's like a game, a cat and mouse game being played, whether it's a situation that's going around in a circle, I'm not sure. But I do feel that you've got your swords out. And it's like you've gone into battle, but then you're trying to get away from it, but they're like chasing you. So I don't know if there's been a disagreement or something, and like you've tried to walk away from it, but they're sort of like still trying to chase you, and I don't know, trying to continue it on. And my lovely, I do see some redness around the legs. So I don't know if there's any health issues around your legs, Anne. But if this person thinks that you're going to give up, that you're walking away to give up, they've got another things coming, because you've got your battle swords ready, but you're just waiting to play your cards right. Because once you've got to be very what do you call it? Very clever in how you deal with this person within this cat and mouse game, because you've got cards to play here that you need to play them at a certain time. So don't put all your cards on the table at once. I can see two babies in spirit, two angel babies in spirit. And again, there's I don't know why I'm seeing the sheep and the farmyard in the background. I don't know if that's a connection to you. I feel that there has been a dividing child within the family, though, but from a young age, because you've got one set of family here with the farm, but then you've got like a new sprouted tree. So I don't know whether there was lost contact with family, and then there's been like a new beginning with the family coming forward, so like a new relationship being built. I'm not sure, but there's definitely two angel babies coming in around you as well, my lovely. I hope that makes sense. Sorry, I'll do Kelly and then I'll do Mandy. Oops. I'm throwing my cards. Hey, Tanya, Julie. Kelly, for you, yeah, I can understand. I've got 4 babies in spirits. No worries. There's 2 coming through. So I don't know whether they would have been more recent than the other 2, my lovely, but there's definitely 2 coming forward for you. For you, we've got the 5 of Wands, Kelly. So again, just be careful of. There's going to be choices you've got to make, Kelly, that are going to come up. And for you, it is more of a choice card. Because you've got the white and the blue coming into play. But when I looked at this card, I didn't feel like argument card. I feel like these are like hurdles that you've got to cross. And I feel this is something to do with you working with people also. So I don't know whether there's a communication breakdown with people. But it's not an argument. It's not an argument as such, if that makes sense, my lovely. But yeah, I think you've just got to be careful, because you've got people coming in. So you've got good people around you, but you've also got a few negative people. But I think this is a choice of wills for you. I think you've got to be the stronger person, and you've got to make the decisions. You can't allow anybody else to make them decisions for you, Kelly. You've got to start making some decisions yourself, because at the minute I feel like everybody around you is trying to make your decisions, and you're just feeling pushed out as though your voice isn't being heard, Kelly. So that's what I'm getting at the minute. There's a lady in spirit that's looking down on you. I do believe this lady would have been a religious lady or a spiritual lady, because she's got her hands in the prayer. Well, not in the prayer, but in the like blessing sign. So to me, I think this lady would have been a spiritual lady herself. And she's got a shoulder covered. It's the left side. Not sure if this lady would have had a stroke of some sort, because she's sort of like covering the left side of her body up. So I'm not sure whether this lady in spirit would have had a stroke, my lovely. You're so welcome on, my lovely. Mandy. I hope everybody's well this evening. We have been looking. I've got 3 brand new locations that we haven't been to. One of them is about an hour away. One's about 46 minutes away, and one's 33 minutes away. 2 of them I can't get to, but John and Claire can, and the other one I can definitely get to. So ears open and fingers crossed, because we so want to get back out. It's just circumstances at the minute, due to health reasons. We are really struggling at the minute getting out to do some live investigations. If we get chance, I'm gonna ask Dan if he can help John get the shed set back up in the corner. So at least we can do some work in shed if need be. But yeah, like I said the other day, though, we've got to buy new felt for roof first, so we've got to get that sorted first. But we are wanting to get back out on investigation. It's just a little bit difficult for us at the moment. But I know a lot of people are suffering with this cough, cold, and bug thing that's going round, or fall on the floor. I've just twisted my cards. Just bear with me a sec. There you are. One turn round on itself. So, Mandy, for you, we have got the Two of Cups, Mandy. I don't know if there's an anniversary coming up or something special, but there's a celebration coming up around you and somebody else, around a person. Don't know if this is friendship or romance, but there's definitely a strong connection between the two of you. For me, I don't know if. Let me turn it round and have a look. So I know there's a female and a male, I think, coming in from spirit. I think the females on your side and the males on the other person's side. Not 100% sure on that, but I'm just seeing the two. When one does look more male than female. Mandy, I'm not sure whether it's you that's suffering help. I'm just seeing all red in your body. And to me, that's like red is like a colour for pain for me. So I don't know whether you're going through some issues at the minute on a pain sense. But this relationship that you've got is a really strong relationship. And it's one that's going to continue to grow. I do think that this person who's with you is a very protective, but they're also willing to stay the test of time with you, if that makes sense. They've put the leg out in front of you as though they're going to be your support. And it's more like through sickness and health kind of thing. They're going to be that support there. I can see a little bit of green coming in there. Now, green to me, if it's jealousy, it's up this way. But this green, I don't know whether this is more. How can I put it? It's not jealousy for him. It's jealous. It's your jealousy for the things that they can do, but you can't, but not in a bad way, if that makes sense. It's like John does a lot for me, and I feel guilty. And I wouldn't say jealous, but green would come up as a guilt colour, that I can't do anything back to sort of like help him out. And I feel that there's something like that. I also feel that this person around you is also suffering with something on the neck and maybe down one side of the arm, because they've got something going off here. But do you know what? I think because he or she has got the same green, their colour, but theirs is coming up near the top. And I think you both feel the same, because I don't know whether they can't do certain things and you can't do certain things, but you each do your own thing, if that makes sense. But that's kind of what I'm getting. But I do just see so much flourishing around here. Don't know what the other person's done at lower leg. There's like a band around the lower leg, so I'm not sure what that's referring to. But for me, there's red wine flowing. There's definitely a mental connection going off, and this is just a flourishing relationship. So yes, I don't know what that means to you, Mandy, but that's what's coming up, my sweets. Kerry, shoot at the bottom. Can I have a Spider-Man card? A Spider-Man card? They're not Spider-Man cards. Hey, Angela. Hey, Tina. Hey, Jenny. Lisa. How's everybody this evening? Hey, Jillian, my lovely. So, Kerry, for you, we've got the Two of Swords. I feel a very pure energy coming in around you, Kerry. But I also think that you can be blindsided. I think you see too much good in people. And maybe they don't take advantage of her in that way, but it's like you just don't see bad in anything. It's like you've just got a very pure, innocent personality around you, Kerry. There is a male and a female coming in from spirit, though, to the side of you. But do you know what, Kerry? I think that there is some sort of connection for you on a spiritual level, just because of how pure you're being seen. And I think the blind there that we're coming across here, I think this is more on a spiritual level. You're not quite opening yourself up enough. I think you need to keep at it, but do baby steps. Don't try and rush something. And I don't know what I mean. When I looked at the two swords, to me, it looked a little bit like dowsing rods. So I don't know if that's got a connection to you with the dowsing rods. But for me, it's like don't try and rush things. You've got that connection there. You just need to do some more work on building that connection up with spirit. But there's definitely that whole angelic feel about this card on that spiritual level, my lovely. So I think that's what it is for me, but don't allow to be blindsided to others. And I don't know why behind you I'm seeing like a sea of souls. I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the background, but it's more there. It's like I can see an arm. So I don't know what the sea of souls would mean to you, or yeah, that must have its own meaning, to you, my lovely. Again, I feel that there's an angel on your mind, that you're thinking about a child in spirit. And I think these two that are coming in at the side, they're here to say that they've got this child, they're looking after the child, but it's like the child's just there in like top of your mind, my lovely. That's what I'm getting for you. Vibes TV, good evening, good evening. Right, Jenny, switching to YouTube for a minute. You can ask anything you like, my lovely. Vibes TV. Feel free to ask anything that if you've got a question, you feel welcome to ask me a question. If I'm doing reading, there's others in chat that will try and answer the question for you. Unless it's to do on a spiritual level, that's fine, my lovely. So Jenny, this one's for you, my love. Jenny, for you, we've got the Six of Cups. For me, this card is stop taking life too serious, Jenny. Let the child energy out of you, not all the time, but some of the time. Start embracing life, as they say. I don't know whether things have been stressful around you, but it's like you just need to let yourself go and start having a little bit of fun. Because to me, we've got the child's energy in the card. So to me, that's what it's showing to me. But this is you and your partner, Jenny. This is you and again partner, friendship, whichever it is. But this is you, and I think life may have dug its claws in a little bit, and maybe you've not been having as much fun together as you should do. So you definitely need to start both of you need to start letting your inner child back out. There is a pink rose being given. So I'm not sure what the pink rose is given, but I don't know where gardening or planting pots would come in, but there's definitely something to do with planting pots. I don't know, these like plants of memories or what they are, but there's definitely something to do with like on a gardening pot side. I don't know who the gentleman is. There's a gentleman stood to the side of you, and he's there, but he's in the shadows. Why is he a gentleman? I thought he were a gentleman, but I'm seeing they've got like dark glasses, but I feel that they've got long hair. And I'm not saying men can't have long hair, because I love long haired men, but there's something to do with no, it's not. There's a child. There's a man and a child coming through. The child's got long hair, but there's something to do with the child's eyes. And the gentleman that's coming in behind, he's got a connection to this child. But he's sort of like got his hand. He's sort of like got his arm going across the head. There, you can just see his arm, and it's just sort of like going across the head. But he sort of like stood. But they like stood in the background, and they're in the shadows to you. So I'm not sure what was going off with that relationship. The lady's energy is coming in though strong, and she's sort of like putting her foot down and saying, "Look, I'm telling you to start having fun." So I hope that makes some sense for you. Ruby necklace. I don't know what the ruby necklace is as well. It's something to do with the ruby necklace. Or a red, something to do with something red around the neck. It's showing as a necklace, but I'm not sure what what else red could have been. So I hope that makes sense, my sweets. Vibes TV. Vibes TV for you. We've got the 9 of Wands, my lovely. Do you know, there is a child's energy coming in spirit. I don't think this child would have gone full term. Just because of how it's been shown. I don't know if there's a reference to a Cabbage Patch Kid, but it's like that's sort of what I'm seeing up here. So there's definitely a child in spirit coming in around you, but I don't think this child would have gone full terms. And again, I do feel that you're very tired. I do think that I don't think life's always been easy for you, Vibes. I think that life's always been challenging for you. And there's many markers that's been left. And it's like you're still holding a lot of the past within you. It's like everything's had to be an uphill climb. And it's took its toll on you as a person. I do feel like you feel restricted. It's like if you look at your chest, that can you see that rope that sort of like goes round the body. It's like the upper part of the body. I do feel like it feels restricted. But I think it's you that's restricting yourself. I don't know whether this has got something to do because of how difficult certain aspects of life have been, that it's sort of like you've never, I don't want to say not let yourself believe in something, because we all believe, but it's something that you're sort of holding you back from letting everything go. And until you can cut that cord and let it go, it's going to continue to be, it's going to continue to affect you on a health level. And I do think it's going to make you feel a lot more tired. I don't know what the issue is with the knee. And I don't know if there's some sort of scarring on like the ankle, one of the ankles, just because if you can see on that ankle there where my finger is, I don't know how clear you can see it, but to me there looks like a bit of scarring on the ankle. And we're showing the knee, so I don't know if there's been like a dislocation of a knee. Only because that's what I'd represent that as with mine. I've got a dislocated knee myself, so that's what I don't know whether that's what's coming in there. But yeah, you definitely need to give yourself some slack and start believing in yourself. And you know what? You've come so far in life to let anything stop you. But you do have to deal with issues that you're holding on to from past. But yeah, just keep going, my lovely. Back up to top, Lisa Jane. Relationship card, please. So for you, my lovely, we've got the Queen of Wands. You're holding a sunflower in your hand. So I don't know what the sunflower's connecting to. Whether that's connecting to a blossoming, it's a relationship that's growing. Because the sunflower starts off very small, but then it's like tall. So I'm not sure whether this relationship is not just started, but it's not far enough. There's still a lot of growing to be done within this relationship. Do see opportunities though coming up behind you, but you're very quite content in where you are, Lisa. And I think sometimes that when we get into relationships, we have to do we get used to doing things our own way, and when we're bringing somebody else into that fact, it's difficult sometimes to change our ways. So I'd just watch out for that one coming taking place, because you're very comfortable where you are, my lovely. Don't know why I'm seeing silver though. You're holding a silver stylus. Don't know whether there is going to be whether there's a silver coming up. It's like a silver wedding anniversary or something to do with silver that's going to be coming up within the future. But to me, where relationship is let it blossom. But you've got to work out whether you're situated to be with each other, because there's still, like I said, there's still so much growing within this relationship to be done. You can see that here. So yeah, just allow it to grow, but just remember, just make sure you both do changes, because I think when you've done things your own way for so long, it's very difficult to bring somebody else into that equation. And I think that's where the flower growth will grow more, and that's when you'll know whether the relationship's right for you, my lovely. Tina. I do apologise for these jumpers on that are coming in and asking you for to get in touch with them for readings over on Facebook. Please, please, please be very careful. These aren't associated with me. Some of these are scam artists, and when you get in touch, they'll say free reading. You'll message them, and then they want to charge you. So please, please, please be very, very careful. So Tina, this one's for you, my lovely. Tina, for you, we've got the Three of Pentacles. I do feel like this baby news is going to be coming in, Tina. You can see the baby's got the wings and it's flying in. So there's definitely going to be baby news coming in around you. There's something to do as well with changing shoes. So I think it's about maybe changing the path that you're on, because there's a change of shoes that's going to be coming up. So for me, your shoes, it may be work related. There's going to be a change with work. It's like off with the old and in with the new. But because it's to do with the shoes, to me, I think it could more be to do with a change coming up for you, another opportunities that's going to be coming up for you on a work related one. So yeah, keep your eye on that one. There's three spirit. There's three. Three is a special number to you. We can see the 3 on the mirror, but this is a special connection, and it's connected on a spiritual level also. Do you know the old saying, when you fall off a saddle, Tina, get back on? I feel that's what this has got to do, and I think this is something to do with the new shoe changeover. So I don't know whether you lost your confidence in something that you was doing, but it's now time to get back on that saddle and continue with my lovely. That's what I'm seeing for you, my sweets. So yeah, confidence. Jordan. I meant to press Craig then, and I got Jordan, so I will do Jordan first. Sumbler, I've got you. I can see your post on YouTube, my lovely. So Jordan, for you, my lovely, we've got the 4 of Wands. Ooh. Definitely a celebration coming up and a meeting of 2 people. I don't know whether it's the letter M or whether it's marriage, just because of how it's positioned. Is it M for marriage or just a letter M? I'm going to say M for marriage. I don't know if there's going to be a proposal coming up around you, Jordan, but there's definitely something to do. You can see the church in the distance. So I think the proposal's going to come, but I think the actual wedding may be a while away yet, but there's definitely a proposal that's going to be happening. But like I said, the church is in the distance. So to me, this is just a proposal that's going to be coming in. And he's also got the blessings from the energies above. I don't know why, and I don't know whether there's a loved one in or on a spiritual level, there's a loved one that comes through to you but shows as a butterfly. Because I'm seeing the spirit lady there or gentleman, but I'm seeing the butterfly also. So I don't know whether butterflies have a connection to you with those in spirit that are around you. At the minute, I feel you're skipping through life. You can see the family behind you, and you've got like a forest of family. So I don't know whether you come from a big family or your partner or whoever. There's a big family coming in somewhere. But me, it's more you because you're the person in the card I'm reading for. So for me, I can see the big family coming in behind you. And I'm not sure if there's a Scottish connection that comes in around you, Jordan, either. Just because I'm seeing the valley, but it's the snow mountains in the background. Would it be Scotland? Do you know, to be honest, I'm going to change. I don't know if it is Scotland. I'm going to change that because you know what song come in my head when I looked at that? Rocky Mountain High. So to me, that's Denver. Is it Denver? I know John Denver sang it, but Rocky Mountain High. So I don't know if there's something to do. There's a connection there coming in, because we've got the over water. So to me, I'm gonna stick. I'm gonna go with what I've said. The Rocky Mountain song come in. But maybe there is a Scottish connection as well. But there's definitely an over water connection that's coming in. Do you know what? Just keep doing what you're doing because you're on the right path. You're skipping through life. Or if you're not, you will be skipping through life because you're definitely in the motion of moving and you're moving at the same pace. And you're definitely taking the lead, my lovely. So that's what I'm getting for you. No worries, Kerry, my lovely. Have I done Craig? Or did I say we're going to do Craig? I don't think I've done Craig yet, have I? Where's my paranormal police gone? I want to do them a reading if they're still on. But which paranormal police was it? Because there's that many. Craig, for you, my lovely, we've got the Knight of Wands. Don't miss ships sailing past. Make sure that you're aware of your surroundings, because once the ship leaves, it's not going to come back. So make sure you don't miss what's happening around you. It is time to start moving forward. Things are going to take a turn, and there is going to be sort of like a compass kind of thing, or the compass is a meaning for you, Craig. But there's definitely going to be a big change coming in for you. You're definitely taking that leap of faith, and you're going in for it fully aware of what's going to be happening around you. But while you're doing that leap, just be careful you're not missing out on an opportunity that maybe should have been the one you not should have took, but one you need to make sure you made the right decision about. Because like I said, the ship's in sail, so just make sure you don't miss that opportunity. For me, you're ready to move forward. You're ready to a lot of mist in the back. There's a lot of things in the past I think you want to forget, because you're clouding it over with a mist. And it's like, I don't want to I won't say relive it, but it's like you don't want to go back there. For me, it is all about the moving forward for you. It's about making your own destination as well. I think that's where the compass comes into it. You need to start setting your own destinations now. Again, like I say, it is a leap of faith that's coming in. I'm not sure if there's something, I can't see one of your arms. So I'm not sure if you're having issues with one of your arms, Craig. Because like I said, I can't see, it's like there's a missing arm. So I don't know whether that's, you feel like you're missing, you know, like when we've been close to somebody and they're no longer there, you feel like you're missing, you'll say you're like missing part of your body, or whether it's actually linking in to you, there's something with the arm area. But to me, just believe in yourself and keep going forward. Just keep a grip on reality. Make sure you're keeping that grip. And that you don't be too far up into clouds, if that makes sense, my lovely. Verba Queen would like a reading as well as some blood. No worries, my lovely. Trish, I'm going to try and catch him as I'm going down list, Carol. So if they can comment again, Verba Queen and Sumbler, and I'll catch you as I'm moving down my chat, because I'm sort of like a little bit higher up than what I should be. Some reason, Jill, this cup, this one just fell out twice of the card. This is a Page of Cups. Jill, I don't know if there's I feel that there is a child's energy in spirit, but I feel that it's whether, I don't know if it's their anniversary coming up or a celebration coming up around this child. But there's definitely something to do. The reason I say the child's in spirit is because I can see the wings, and I can see the love as well. So to me, it's more of a remembrance thing that's going to be coming up. If it's not now, happening now, it's going to be happening in the next couple of weeks. So because you can see this here. This is the focus. You can see the love that's going in to this celebration. You can also see you looking off into a distance. I feel at the minute you've sort of like, you're in a position where you've can you see your path there? It's like you've sort of like veered slightly off your path. And the thing that I want to say is, don't think the grass is greener, Trish, on the other side. Because it's not always the case. Sometimes it works out, but not always. But I think you know yourself, you need to get back on this path. You need to get back on your path now. because you have strayed a little bit off it. So by getting back on your path, you'll bring balance back in to where you are at the minute, my lovely. I don't know why I'm seeing I know it looks to me it's more like the number 8 and a friendship. So it's like a friendship bow. And I don't know whether I don't know whether Danny, because I can see like a couple of people there. I don't know whether they've said something to upset you, which has made you sort of like come away. But these are good friends, and you can see the friendship band there. So it is something that you're thinking about looking back on. So hopefully, whatever this situation is, it can be redone. But I do think that there is a little bit of anger on your part. I don't know whether they betrayed trust or something like that. But I can see that anger, but it's not an anger enough to not sort things out and get things back on right track in that situation, my lovely. And I don't know why. I don't know whether this is a joke to you, but it's something to do with the little pinky. If you can see in the card, you know, like when you hold your cup and you hold your pinky out. I don't know whether this is some kind of on a memory or a joke that's coming in for you, but it's like hold your pinky out, if that makes sense, my lovely. So I hope that does. I hope that makes sense, Trish. Shay, Sharon, Patrick. Patrick, for you, my lovely, we've got the Queen of Pentacles card. I don't know if you're aware, Patrick, but I feel that you've got a spiritual connection coming in. But I also feel that your energy is affected by what you'd call vampire energies. So I believe that on an empathic note, you need to make sure you've got that protection up. You've sort of got some protection up against the energies surrounding you, because you've got your garlic there. But to me, you've always got to make sure that that energy is cleansed, Patrick, because for you, it's like you absorb everybody's energy and then it starts to affect your energy. So if you're in a room or somebody comes into communication with you, it can zap you just like that if that's how they're feeling. So the garlic's there, but I do think you do need a little bit more protection. But this is more on a spiritual level. You can see the energies here trying to reflect, and you can see the reflection coming in the mirror. I do think that this reflection in the mirror, though, to me, it looks like when I turn it that way, I can see what looks like the hair would have sort of like come down more on one side than the other. I do believe there would have been something to do with the head, because you can see the light going in the head into the head part. So I do believe that this person, there would have been something to do with the head. Yeah, to do like I don't know if it would have been an injury to the head or something to do with the head. But I also feel a moustache. I don't know whether I'm going to say this is a gentleman that's coming in the mirror behind. But to me, for you, it's just about making sure you have your time and not letting the energies around you and the communication that you do give. It's not taking everything away from you having your time. Hence why we've got the basket there in front of us. Yeah, I'm not sure where cooking comes in as well around you, or baking. Cooking, baking, I think that plays a big part around you also, Patrick. But yeah, for me, on a spiritual level, you've got that garlic in place, but you need to put a little bit more protection around your duck, because they are going to suck you dry. Sumbler, got you now. Hey, Pam. Hey, Gemma. after, like my nails. I had them done for wedding. Jillian, I'm going on members after. So anybody who's a member on Facebook, I'm going over to members after I've done this. And I'm going to be doing a 2-card reading for all members. So if you're a member, please join. But instead of try and not get one on here, try and let me read for you over on members, because you'll get a better reading. Because I'm going to do your 2-card reading. If I need to pull another, I will do. Yeah, I'm going straight over to members. Well, 9:45, I'm going to be on members, and members is on Facebook. So Sumbler for you, my lovely. Sumbler for you. We have got the Tower card. Decisions, decisions, decisions. You need to make that decision before lightning strikes. And believe me, lightning can strike twice. So don't know what the situation is where you've been burnt once, but believe me, sunblock lightning can strike twice in the same place. So the situation you do need to get a grips on. Sometimes in life we do have to walk away from friends. We also have to walk away from family members when they're not quite good for us. Might not be forever, but until issues can get resolved, sometimes we just need to just get away for a little while. So for me, the situation that's arising, just remember that saying, lightning can strike twice. But I think you do need to, I think for your own, for where you are, for your own mental state, for your own well-being, I do think though you need to try and remove yourself from this situation, because you're very easily dragged into it. But I do think you need to keep walking away. As much as you want to turn back and go back and try and help the situation, you need to continue walking forward and let this fizzle out and let them sort it out. You can't sort this one out for them. Again, there's prayers from loved ones coming in, and I do feel like somebody's spitting things, like chucking the dummy out of the pram. I don't know if you've heard that saying, Sumbler, where people spit the dummies out when they don't get their own way. And I feel that that's sort of like happening. They're chucking the toys out of the pram because they're not getting their own way, my lovely. Angela. You're welcome, Craig, my lovely. Angela, for you, my lovely, we've got the 5 of Swords. Again, in this card, you can see that. I don't know whether this connects to you, Angela, but if you look at the spirit in the background, they're showing themselves as like, I don't want to say a witch, because they weren't witch. They were witches, but they weren't. They were medicine women of their time era, and I feel that there's something connected on your line that takes it back to where you would have had some family connections way back with these ladies that were witches, if that makes sense. I do feel a disagreement between the 3, and I feel like 2 have put swords down, but I still feel like you're ready for battle. And it's like they've just thrown the swords down and are like turning the back and not wanting to sort this situation out. If that's the case, allow them to walk away, and you walk away with your head held high, knowing that you did everything you could to sort the issue out that's going off. But this lady's definitely coming in, and I don't know why I'm seeing, I want to say it looks like a dog in spirit. It's coming in the light, but to me it's definitely an animal in spirit that's coming forward as well. And I think this is your spirit animal that's showing itself in the card. So I don't know whether you work with spirit animals, but there's definitely a spirit animal coming in. But I do think there is a strong connection going back to your history, to where these medicine ladies would have been linked to. But yeah, the situation, you need to just hold your head up. You've done everything you can in this situation. And if the others can't see that, then that's on them, not you, my lovely. Who we got next? The Queen. Viva. I'm going to call you Viva. Or do I just call you Queen? I hate when I'm dyslexic. Not when I'm dyslexic. I'm always dyslexic, but sometimes it's worse than others. So I apologise to everybody if I don't get the names right. For you, my lovely, we've got the Six of Swords. So, ooh. I feel like there's been some rough waters surrounding you, my lovely. And I do feel like there's a female not long gone to spirit. And I do feel like there has been a little bit of feeling of loss coming in around you. The rough waters will start going smooth. I don't know. This lady in spirit, I don't know if she had swelling of the belly, but I'm seeing swelling lower. I'm seeing swelling lower down. Show you. You can see the swelling coming in lower down. So I don't know if this lady in spirit would have had some sort of fluid retention or swelling, or do you know? I wanted, first thought that popped into my mind was pregnancy. But yeah, so I don't know what that connects in to this lady here. But like I said, I don't think she's been gone long into spirit, because it's like everybody's still lost, and it's still like a rough water, and yeah, and there's a farewell. It's like some have said farewell, but not everybody's managed to say farewell. But I also think you're the one that's got to guide her through, if that makes sense. I feel that you've got to be the one, because if you look where you are in the card, you're the one that's here. And if you look at your hands, you're holding your hands out as though you're trying to guide her to where she's going. And I feel that's where you're coming in into that. So for on relationship wise, for me, I think that there has been a loss. A loss coming in, but I do feel that there's a closeness coming in with a relationship. I think that there's got to be things that have been dealt with, because like I said, there has been rough water. I don't know who this person is in the black, but when we're looking on a relationship side, this person here may not have had good intentions, because they sort of like sat down in shame. So I don't know whether this connects to the lady or whether this connects to the relationship. But I see three in the relation. Well, there's four, but there's three stood. One's sort of down here. But there's very strong bonds coming in around this relationship. You can see the hands, and you can see that the other person is also trying to help you send them off, if that makes sense. So on a relationship wise, I think it has been rough waters. There is still a distance to go, but just stick with it, and just see what happens, my sweets, if that makes sense. Jillian, my lovely. I saw your post earlier, Jillian, my sweets, but I'll copy you. Jillian, for you, we've got the Magician card. Definitely something coming up that's going to put the spark back into your artwork. I don't know whether you've not been doing artwork, or you've not been concentrating enough, or you've just like lost that mojo. but the spark's coming back into the fingers. So there's definitely going to be something to do with the artwork that's going off, but there's also something to do with finance connected. So I don't know whether you're looking to sell some products, or thinking about going down that path of making money from the things you make. I do see the illness, but I'm not going to go into that, Jillian, because we know that already. I feel like the magic's coming back into the fingers. And there's also something to do with the family tree, Jillian. I don't know whether you're the one that's looking up the family tree or the family tree is coming into play, but there's definitely something to do with the family tree also that's coming in. I do feel, though, at the minute, Jillian, around you, the artwork that you're doing is solely yours, or it's your ideas that are being used. But just don't let what's going off around you distract you from doing this, because this is really important for you. And if there is money to be made, Jillian, then that's the path you need to be going down, my lovely. But it's like you've just had a bright spark idea. That's what I'm getting for you, sweets. Oh, we're getting some numpties on. Charles? Charles, for you, my lovely, we've got the Four of Swords. You can see you've sat quite deflated at the moment, but you can see the spirit energy. There's two spirit energies coming in, one behind the other. And this person's also bringing bringing them in, coming in around you. I don't know what's going off around you, but I do feel we've got family tree there in the background, but it's sort of like being put in a frame. But I don't feel there's support coming in from the family. I feel the family's on the outside to this, Charles, so they're not actually involved in it. Well, they could be involved, but they're like, there's a darkness around the family. So I don't know whether this is something to do with family, where this is coming into play. But I do feel at the minute, I do feel that you're definitely thinking things over. There's something you need to look at very carefully, though, Charles, which I don't think that you've looked at yet. But this is something so tiny you wouldn't think to look at it. But I feel that this is what the energy is trying to focus you on. You can see your hand. And for me, this is where they're trying to make sure you're reading the fine print, or make sure you're looking for the small details, because not everything's going to be as it seems. The full moon's when things are going to change. And I don't know who this lady is that's coming in with the moon, but she's got like, I would say bushy, I don't know, not bushy hair, but like curly. I can just see the hair like going back. Sort of thing. You can see her up here where the moon is, and it's like her face is there, but then the hair sort of like falls back. But this energy is going to be moving in when the new moon comes in. But I feel that this lady here is the one that's sort of like, see the rope round her. She's trying to throw you that rope to keep you balanced, but you need to sort of like reach out and grab that rope from her, because she can't do it without you accepting, if that makes sense to you, my lovely. But again, I feel like you're getting cold shoulder, and I don't know where the cold shoulder's coming in from, Charles, but there's definitely a cold shoulder coming in around you. You can see that, and to me, that's how you're feeling. You're not the one giving the cold shoulder off. This is something to do with how you're feeling about this situation. I do feel that there is something to do with a cold shoulder that's coming in, but this is going to not. You're going to need to really think about things, Charles. But make sure you're looking at the finer points, the smaller, the smaller things, if you know what I mean. No, Andrew. I don't know how many. Some of them do have accounts. You know, did you hear him, don't they? Hey, Mohammed. I'm on the Haribo, been feeling a little green all day. Oh, my relationship outside a break, but I'm keeping the faith every week or something. Spot on again. Bless me. Oh, bless you, sweet. Mwah. Much love to you. One of my friends passed away 2 weeks ago on my birthday, so maybe, yeah, definitely that time. So our family didn't get to see her. Oh, I'm so sorry, my sweet lady. I'm sending love and healing to you and to your friends, family, my lovely. Why have I put Matthew up on my screen? I just blocked him. I will put that one up. I am sorry, people, in putting these up. Cassandra. I speak my truth. Cassandra, for you, my lovely, we have got the Emperor card. I do feel that you're going to have to make a decision. And I feel on reflection, looking in the mirror, I'm seeing something to do with an older gentleman. I don't know why he's wearing do you know what it looked like to me? It looked like one of them judges with an old wig. In there. It's like a judge with it's like a man's face, but it's like knowing you go to like a crown court, or you've got like the wigs, the white wigs. Don't know what that reflects. There's something in the reflection to the mirror. Don't know whether you'll associate with that or not, but that's what I'm seeing coming in. I do think that there's going to be a massive decision though coming in around you, and you're going to be the one that has to keep the balance. I think on an emotional journey, you're going to be on a really roller coaster journey, Cassandra. We've got the golds, we've got the blues, we've got the reds. So this to me is going to be a roller coaster of a journey for you that's going to be on a spiritual level. You can see the light around your head. You've got the clarity coming in, and your chakras here on the head are okay. The rest of the chakras need to be balanced. If you're not balancing your chakras, they're getting blocked, and they're getting blocked by all this different kind of energy that's coming in, and this energy is starting to affect you in your life, Cassandra. So you do need to start either making sure you release all the negative energies around you, or the energies that you've picked up on a daily basis, because they are starting to cause issues around you on how you're feeling and things like that. I don't know why you're holding what looks to me like a bell. I don't know what's coming up at Christmas for you, but there's something to do. And I'm going to say Christmas just because of the bell that I'm seeing. For me, there's something to be coming up at Christmas time with a bell, but it's also relating to a skull. Why am I seeing a skull? I don't know what the skull reference is, Cassandra, to you, but there's a bell and a skull. But the bell to me is Christmas, but I can't link the skull to the bell. I do feel like you have been on choppy waters. You're now at a level, but you've just got to clear all this energy around you. You've got mixtures of energies, layers of onions, lass. But different layers of energies coming in, and you need to balance them. You've done this part, just make sure you do the rest. You don't want to fall back in to that rough water when you've just managed to get out on the ledge, my sweets. You're welcome, Charles, my lovely. I speak my truth. This one's for you. I speak my truth. We've got the Judgment card. Again, for you on the Judgment card, there's so many energies that are draining you, that are coming in. You can see it clearly. You've got I would say you've got a strong connection. on the spirit level. But you know what? It's not just the spirits that are draining you, it's the living. There is an elderly lady coming in spirit. You can see her in the top corner. But to me, it's the living that are also draining you. Speak my truth. I do feel like you have been a little bit unbalanced, and I feel like you're being pulled down at times. And it's like you're looking for answers. And I don't know whether you're seeing the answers. This lady in spirit is the mirror image of you. So I don't know who this lady is in spirit, but you are like the mirror image in every way of this person, in looks, in everything. You're like a mirrored image. And it's like you're asking for help. She's trying to give you the help, but you're not seeing it because you're just being pulled from pillar to post. I do feel that there has been a cord being cut, though. You can see this cord around your waist. The cord's being cut, and it's like it needs to be reconnected. And I feel this is what needs to be reconnected to the spirit. This needs to be reconnected. But you've got to make sure that these people around you stop putting on you. Make sure you start telling them that you've got enough to worry about without worrying about them, if that makes sense. But not all of them are pulling you down. You've got people that are trying to support you as well. But to me, it's just a really, it just feels so confusing. But I do feel that you're just like, you are really drained. I don't know what it is. There's something, I think it's going to be a ring. There's something to do with a ring on one of the fingers there, and there's also like a spot or something on the hand. So I don't know what this marking is on the hand, but there's also a ring that comes into place on the finger there. But the ring to me looks half on, half off. And to me, that's an engagement ring. It's on the engagement finger, but the ring looks like this there. So I don't know what that's meaning. What meaning that has for you, because it's not quite on, but it's not quite off. But that's what I'm getting for you, my sweets. So, guys, I am going to be calling it a day. I want to say thank you so much to everybody. No people are on me. I just hear screaming voices internally. Oh, bless you. Start trying to ground yourself. Start working with meditation, or if there's spiritual churches or other links to spiritual things around you that can step in and help, you need to start looking into that and getting a little bit more help from local people to you. But yeah. Yeah, I want to say thank you for everybody joining me tonight. I am going to be over on members in about 10 minutes. I've set it for 9:45, but I might be a little bit later than 9:45, not much longer, only by 5 minutes. I just need to go and get a drink and change my cards. Or do I stick with these? I might stick with these ones. I quite like these cards. And I'm also be going to do the Oracle book. So what you can do is you can actually put a question into chat. And then what I will do is I tap the magic book a couple of times, and then I will open it up onto a page, and hopefully that will give you the answer to the questions. So take care, everybody, and I will see all of you on members very shortly. To join members, please subscribe on our main page on Facebook. It'll take you to another page, and just follow the link in that page to get onto our members. So take care, love and light to everybody, and sweet dreams. See you soon.